Namaste and welcome back to another episode of Tech Stations with me, your friend Dee. Um, uh, just a second. Sorry for the delayed stream. It was supposed to be 24 hours ago, but if you are not aware, I assume you're not aware that the rainy day situation in Manila, especially, it is typhoon season, so we are expected to have rainy days, and yesterday as well as today was one of them, and that has uh, you know internet connectivity issues. So yeah, I had to delay the stream. Plus, I am also kind of stalling the stream right now by talking nonsense because I hope a few more people will join in chat. And if you're watching this live, please let me know in comments what you are drinking, as well as if you are watching this on replay. Tonight, I am drinking some golden coolers. Hey, I should have mirrored this, but hey, anything. Golden coolers mango juice drink plus 50. I don't know what plus 50 means. I think it is plus 50 ml. So this is a 250 ml pack with added vitamin A and C, which are good for you. So cheers. And yeah, if you're watching this on replay, turn the speed up to 2x. If you would like or feel that my stream is not worth watching, I would suggest you use the Gemini summary tool, and I am sure you will learn more from this stream than any other crypto stream. What else do we have? Just there are so many things to talk about right now. I'm not really sure where to start, but yeah, I think I will start off with crypto news, which is I am kind of feeling sad, but not really. Maybe I am also kind of a bit happy about it. But it is definitely an end of an era for uh, crypto. Just, let me share this on screen. How do I do that? Just, BitMEX announcement 23rd July 2026. To all BitMEX users, today we are announcing the closure of BitMEX exchange, which will take effect on 23rd September 2026 at UTC 4 a.m., which or 400 hours. Um, with immediate effect, we have stopped new account registration following strategic review of business and broader crypto industry. The board of HDR Global Trading Limited, our owner and operator of BitMEX, has decided to close the exchange, which comes with a heavy heart for all of us at the company, but has not been taken lightly. Well, yeah, it is kind of uh, a sad news because I think BitMEX was one of the biggest leverage exchanges in crypto for a long time. But yeah, it was losing its business. Plus, kind of, it was already kind of indicted for shady practices, and you know, like the rumor was BitMEX has a liquidate. So the rumor was BitMEX has a liquidate all button where it would suddenly the charts would spike, and even though you were yeah, your prediction would be right in terms of the direction of the trade, you would get liquidated. And what were they are called like dark mall wicks, which is like a candle with long spikes on both ends. So let's say the Bitcoin price is at 60,000 and you are going long, it would short suddenly, or the price would drop suddenly to get you liquidated and then go back up to where it was very hard predicted. It was crazy times. Plus, like I think Arthur Hayes, who was the founder, he is still on has a fugitive status, which I'm not sure. I haven't followed up. I think he does tweet once in a while on X, but uh, I don't follow him. I do, but like the number, I think there is a Telegram on channel. I think it was Bitmex, Bitrect or Bitmex Rect, where it shows a list of all the liquidation, and there is lot of people. So basically, a lot of people lost money. They moved away from BitMEX, which is because now there are like so many leverage trading options. Basically, Binance, Bybit, um, I think Coinbase now also has a leverage trading option. Plus, like people are shifting from crypto to trading memes stocks again. The biggest one right now being SpaceX, and I think it was down about 50% from its all-time high. So, and I assume it will go lower because I think in the next couple of days we will get unlocking of those founder shares from SpaceX, which would increase supplies or reduce price. But the markets are irrational, so can't be sure. But to me, like I think it should trade at least 50% would be ideal, but at least 33% down from its launch price, which was around 130. So uh, SpaceX should hit $100, which would be a good price to buy. Uh, but hey, again, non-financial advice. I don't trade stocks on the US market because I can't. Plus, but I am okay speaking this gibberish because nobody is watching or listening. Uh, just give me a little time to get my breath. Oh, I forgot to share the link to join the chat. So if you are watching and would like to join, it's always nice to have a company on the channel. Um, but, so I've shared the StreamYard link. If you are watching this, please join me. Mango. I this tastes very much like Filipino mango. Oh, it's made in the Philippines. So as assume they are using Filipino mango. But personally, I still say Indian mangoes, especially the Alfonso variety, is far the most superior type of mango. So I do have one viewer, Ahmad. Good evening. How are you? I hope you are still not doing graveyard shift. It's not. I have told you multiple times. Graveyard shift is one of the worst thing for your health. So take care, my friend. In other news, uh, former Bitcoin miner Pulin files for Chapter 11, Chapter 11 bankruptcy, sets 52 million floor bid for Texas operations. Oh my God. Oh, what? Well, does it? Yeah, like we already knew that this Bitcoin price coming down would affect miners a lot because it makes uh, mining a bit unprofitable, even though it's actually not. Otherwise, other miners would not be participating. But there is a lot more to it, um, or at least my theory behind it. Pooling Technology, the Singapore-based parent company of what was once world's largest Bitcoin mining pools, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in the U.S. bankruptcy court for the District of New Jersey after its Texas mining and hosting operations ceased activity on 10th of July. Filing includes two U.S. affiliates, Lone Star Drilling Inc. and Lone Star Taproot LLC. Uh, uh, List estimated creditors between 10,000 and 25,000 assets. Between petition list estimated creditors between 10,001 and 25,000, assets between 1 million to 10 million, and liabilities between 100 million and 500 million. In the declaration accompanying the filing, the Chief Restructuring Officer Michael Dufresne. Now that I don't know whether it's from a movie or an anime, but that sounds like a fictional name, Dufresne. Please, the debtors preparation obligations approximately 173 million, roughly 1.7 million of the amount consists of unsecured IOUs to pull-in wallet customers following company suspension of withdrawals during cryptocurrency market turndown to 29, around where retail user had held frozen IOUs exceeding $100 each. The suspension began according to the filing. Rather than pursuing a reorganization, the companies intend to use Chapter 11 to sub, sell substantially all its U.S. mining assets. purchase agreements for Calab LLC and agreed to stocking horse. The debtors have signed asset purchase agreements with Thor Calab LLC, which has agreed to serve as a stocking horse feeder. According to the filing, the proposal values portfolio at 52 million, including 15 million at POT property, related power rights and equipment. Now, this is what my suspicion is, and I will elaborate on it a bit further. 37 million of Tarbush sites, power rights, and equipment. Pooling founded in China 2017 by 2019 startup widely recognized blah 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 blah. So I will stop sharing this. I don't know. Oh, I have a guest, my favorite Serena Alonso. How are you doing? I hope everything is fine. You're, how should I say? You you brought some sunshine to my rainy day. Oh, I am being a bit too uh, over exaggerating a bit, but I feel it's nice to see old faces from the Hex community still here, still live, which has been kind of good. All good. Thank you. Hoping you are doing well. Yes, I am okay, uh, but hey, now I'm feeling better. Uh, so I was just discussing about the pooling being shut down, filing Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and I have a theory behind it. It's not that the 2022 downturn was a bit uh, bad for all of crypto. It shouldn't affect pooling exclusively. Yeah, they did a kind of a leverage because from the article, what I understood was they had issued IOUs, whether you should call them bonds or uh, what do you call it, debt-based instruments. Either way, and they froze the retailers, uh, which is very common for crypto exchanges, etc. But yeah, so they have to pay them back, and they're out trying to avoid paying them back. That is one thing. The other thing, e- even though they have not mentioned in the article, it has to do with AI. Yes, and just to see, I pointed out what they are trying to sell off really right now is not just their property and equipment. By the way, the equipment they have is already more than 4 years old, which means not four, but I think 2 or 3. Assuming they started in 2019, that would make it almost 7 years. Assuming they did upgrade their miners, which is needed to be done at least every 2 years, 4 years at maximum. So I assume so now their ASICs, which are or Bitcoin miners, are already outdated, and instead of buying new ones, it would uh, be much profitable to just sell them off as scrap and sell off their electric capacity as well as the facility because hey, the Bitcoin mining rigs, the facility is kind of very similar to what is all needed for AI data centers, which are like bringing a lot of cash in because of the hyperscalers investing in every damn possible way to get more capacity online. Uh, and there are already videos on YouTube explaining how like it's physically impossible to get what they need right now because the energy grid needs to be upgraded. Power production needs to be upgraded, which means like, and the wait time on turbines is around 5 years. So at least next 5 years, I don't think anything is going to change. Hey, I have Ahmed joining me. How are you, Mr. M?
Yeah, hi. Good evening, Diraj. Before I start, I'd like to wish you a happy belated birthday. Yeah, I was unable to
Thank you, thank
join
you.
because I was busy and occupied, I think, with work or something. Yeah.
Yeah, like no need for apologies. Like the thing is, yeah, I assume other people have a life,
Mm.
the working productive life, unlike me. So I'm okay with it. Uh, you know, I think I've told this joke like multiple times already, but a long time ago, I switched off the display your birthday on Facebook, and then that year nobody wished me on Facebook, So- and I felt really sad because nobody wished. So yeah, now I think I have crossed a threshold in the age limit, so I don't really feel that bad because yeah, in your I'm officially in my 40s now.
Yeah. I think as as we all grow older, I mean, we don't really look forward for birthdays, but a few greetings here and there will make it happy, lah. Yeah. Like you know I guess that the time when my birthday came, I don't really look forward to cake. Yeah. you know because I don't eat cake that much, but just some spending time with people around, I guess it helps a bit. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, I think like after 30 especially, or uh, the cake isn't for you, it's for the kids around you. And right now here in the Philippines, I don't have any relatives to like relatives kids to celebrate with. So and s- it, it's kind of sus to be celebrating a party, or at least what I feel. It would be sus if I celebrated with neighbor kids. So yeah, that's not happening. I
Mm.
didn't do anything. I didn't even. I was supposed to buy eat cake at Starbucks because every year, like Starbucks hands out a gift coupon on your birthday, but this year they didn't, which is kind of indicative Starbucks is kind of becoming unprofitable. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
very belated happy birthday from Serena as well. Oh, thank you very much. You know, Starbucks, or maybe like this year I haven't gone to Starbucks uh, like as much as I used to. So that also could be the reason, but they have changed their new app here in the Philippines. Previously, like Like every time you buy a coffee, you get the reward points. If you get 100 reward points, you can either get a what do you call, drink or a food for one time free. And there wasn't any limit. Now they have kind of made it so that for 100 points you get a drink, and for food you need 150 points. Yeah, Starbucks has started becoming stingy, but everything is becoming that way thanks to AI.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This AI thing is the more I read, the more I feel it's getting out of hand. But you just have to live with it. You know.
Which, by the way, also just yesterday we had the State of the Nation speech by our current president of the Philippines. I I I, I have to use the a translation. So I more importantly, I did use an AI summary to get a gist of what we were talking about, and I'm like, hmm, it should have been the sorry state of the nation. Which, by the way, it's so bad here. Like, by the way, did I tell you? Yeah, it's raining heavily here, and
Yes, yes,
already
yeah.
already that today we had flooding.
Oh.
So we did have like I, I got a flooding warning yesterday as well, but there wasn't any in my area today. It flooded in my area as well, which is like after what happened last year. Like still they haven't done anything.
Oh, the scandal, is it the flooding thing?
Yeah, there haven't really been any arrests. There have like arrests. Okay, if you don't do any, but no, like the funds that were lost, they haven't recovered them, nor have they done anything to remediate the flooding issues. So yeah, it was like watching the or listening to the president speak was kind of like yeah, it saddens me or as well as angers me at the same time. Like that. And he was talking about how he's trying to eradicate corruption, and I'm like laughing. Are you
Mm.
kidding me? So many bad things. On top of that, like yeah, there is more Americanization of the Philippines, which was already in progress. Now they are trying to uh, pick a fight with China. Oh, there have already been skirmishes with the Chinese Coast Guard, which is like, even though like the media here states that, yeah, oh, like they are framing that the Chinese Coast Guard is being aggressive, but like I do feel like these were like provoked by the Filipino fishermen themselves. Like, why would you go that far end of the sea if you know it is going to be risky? Like, crazy,
Mm.
crazy stuff,
I
you know.
think I think for the Philippine fishermen, to them is like the sea is still part of the Philippines, I guess. But then unfortunately, you also have to listen to stories lah, because China is quite aggressive in its maritime role, and you know sometimes the charts that they use, the Chinese use, who knows whether it's international chart or is it the Chinese one where they say that encroaching bit by bit to the Philippines waters or something. Yeah, yeah, and as you know that in China there's they say there's many branches, like you have the army, navy, and everything. Yeah, but they also the navy, you have the conventional navy, coast guard. But I think Chinese also have their own so-called merchant fleet, where where you have like fishing boats, but the fishing boats are heavily armored and heavily armed, and they have all those non threatening weapons, like all those kind of things. I think I saw in a YouTube video before. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It- the thing is, what they have done is they have they already know that like the US is threatening them over Taiwan already, with
Mm.
Japan remilitarizing, and as well as like the Philippines is becoming more aggressive because of US pressure, partly, as well as like yeah, it's yeah, the disputed territory or the sea, that's not going anywhere. But if you are a normal fisherman, why would you go into a kind of disputed area? It's different if you like a single fisherman wanders by mistake, but these are not like, it's like a almost a fleet of fishermen. And the thing is, China is aware of this, and they have like, like China is the biggest ship manufacturer
Yes, yes,
in
yeah,
the world. So
yeah.
what they have done is, for their national fleet of not just the navy, but also like the mercantile fleet, they have
Mercantile fleet,
made,
yes, yeah.
yeah, they have made it so that the specifications match that of the navy fleet. So in case of any emergency war, they can shift from producing mercantile ship to navy proper military grade ships, uh, and that is why those mercantile ships are, they look more aggressive, but really they are not. Plus, yeah, they do face threats from the, like, it's not that the Philippine Coast Guard has not done aggressive actions against Chinese fishermen either. But yeah, so it's all even. Yeah, but it's just sad to see this like fighting over resources, which I don't want to talk about West Asia, what is happening there,
Yeah,
and
no need. I mean, it's just uh, too many things happening, and so many smoke screens happening around the world. You don't even know where to keep your attention is. Yeah, you have your attention
yeah,
in there.
yeah,
You have attention in the
yeah,
Balkans. The Albanian. You have here. You have the Europe. You have uh, don't know whatever. Yep, there's so many
yeah,
smoke screens, and uh,
yeah, yeah,
it,
and now that
you don't
the,
even know where to look. Yeah. Hmm.
Football World Cup is over, they need another kind of thing to cover in media to
Oh
distract
yes, yeah,
from the
yeah.
Epstein fight.
Mm-mm.
Everything done to distract the people from the Epstein files. But that's a different issue. And also, like, did you know about what's happening in India? Apparently, there was another Gen Z protest in
Isn't
India.
I heard about some like they call it a what cockroach something what is it?
Yes, yes, it's called the, I think it's called the Cockroach Janta Party,
Yes,
which
yes.
literally means to the Cockroach Public Party. But so it started off as a social media thing, and I have a very strong feeling that it was CIA funded, because if you look at the Gen Z protests in Nepal, in Sri Lanka, in Pakistan, in Bangladesh, as well as I think there were in uh, Indonesia as well as the biggest ones, that those were in Hong Kong, 29. When was it? 2019, right? 2019, 2020.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they have very similar thing. Like uh, celebrities tweeting about it. Like a common icon, an animation icon. Like they use the One Piece flag in.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
Nepal. Yeah, yeah. Nepal or
yeah.
Indonesia, I
So
think. Yeah.
yeah. So i- it has, but I think India like uh, handled the protests in the best possible way. They just gave in to their demands, which were like not really that big of, like, the demands were kind of reasonable. uh, and yeah, for India there are other things it has to worry about. So yeah, dealing with cockroaches wasn't a top priorities, so they just gave them what they want. Plus that itself, like, is looks positive for the government. Like, yeah, the government does listen, even if it's after they are being forced to listen. And yeah, which is a good thing. And now the after that happened, like, they were still trying to do kind of crazy protests, which like exposed the cockroach party more than the government. So now it's kind of dying out, it's fizzling out. But I think overall it's good. Like, India has shown how democracy should work. So, and I because now that West Asia is again being lit up, uh, India is going to have another kind of crisis brewing, has its own crisis brewing up, uh, because oil trading will again be affected. I don't know about the Philippines. We were told that when the first wave of the blockade of Hormuz was happening, like we had like 2 or 3 months of oil reserves left,
Yes. Yeah.
which meant uh, which meant till the end of this month. So hopefully we were able to restock, uh, and the prices are going up again, and there is nothing that can be done to kind of stop, because once once a company increases the price, it's very difficult to, or very rarely does it come down again. Anyways, how are things in Singapore? Any big
Things
updates?
in Singapore. Well, big updates is I think we have uh, some arrest made by our internal security department in Singapore. I think there are three people arrested for how should I say um, for some naughty ideas lah. That's the best correct to do. Extremist
Uh,
ideas, yeah. So it seems that
uh,
one of the person is a 14-year-old, and he write down a manifesto. I think it was how many page? 2014, no, I mean 21 page manifesto. Yeah, he wrote it. I don't know whether he wrote it or he got it. Because I mean, as a 14-year-old, you write a
uh,
21 page manifesto is nuts, it's insane. Because don't know whether it's true or not. Yeah, and then
yeah, like,
uh, at 14 years old, at 14 years old, you ask me to write a composition, 1,000 words, I'm struggling, and this guy write a 21 page manifesto. Yeah.
look, I used to say think of the same thing, but hey, like, you remember? At least what I remember, for exams, you used to write 21 pages within an hour or so.
You can't
So,
write 21 pages, it's insane. I
what do you
mean,
mean?
21
Yeah,
pages of what? Of what?
question
I mean,
answers, question
question answer,
answers,
but
and
I don't think it's 21 pages. I think, okay, even if 21 pages, right? I mean, the questions are straightforward. You just look and
yeah,
write the
yeah,
answer.
it's yeah, it's mostly rote. That means uh, remember, and whatever you remember, you write. Memorized you have written, but still, yeah, 14-year-old on his own writing a 21-page manifesto, unlikely. Like again, uh, I smell CIA. Uh,
I do expect so lah. I mean, sometimes in Singapore the people are waking up. So basically, if something happened and people are, they analyze it and think about it, find it's nonsense. Yeah, and of course, there was a previous back how many months or so, or last year, where they say there was some of a Singaporean citizen. Don't know whether it's citizen or not. They actually went to the help the country that has quite a lot fruit juice that they can drink and assist in
uh,
the settlers and
yeah,
everything. Yeah, there was a report, but Singaporeans are asking our government to crack down on these people because what they're doing is basically like you're holding dual citizenship, and then these people are going there and doing stuff. I think the sentiments in Singapore is the same. I think we don't agree what is happening in the Middle East, especially the bombing of people. Yeah, but at the same time, we don't accept any extremism or something. Yeah, so
like,
Singapore is also like we try to do a good thing, but we also try to stay in between the fence. We do not like to meddle in other countries' affairs. Yeah, but
yeah,
sometimes
and
you do have to, because if you don't meddle in some affairs, then people will just think that you are just a push over or show off. Yeah. Mm.
yeah, like and personally, I wouldn't expect Singapore to be like actively protesting against the war because basically the size of Singapore is tiny. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
even though like I would say percentage wise, it has a very high number of people who are
Mm.
military trained. So it, I won't say Singapore would be a pushover, but still like joining a war would definitely do more harm than good.
Yeah, of course, of
So yes,
course. I mean,
but what
there is no excuse for us to join any fight or something. But of course, you know, if you see, I think there's a lot of analysts and saying that, I mean, all of this is just I mean, currently the world is like a boiling pot, and sooner or later there's gonna be some very huge mega war or something, and everybody will involved. You're looking at the next World War III coming soon. Yeah, actually, the World War III is already here. It's just that it's just fighting small scale fighting here and there. If you think about it, World War III is already here. You have the Ukraine, you have the Middle East, who's always in a consistent state of war. Yeah, and then you're gonna have some wars over here, China and Taiwan. It's just a matter of time. Yeah, but I don't think so.
and
Yeah.
and the always boiling kettle of India versus Pakistan.
Ah,
That
that
is all.
one, that one.
That
I'm not
yeah,
going to comment. I'm not going to comment on that. Yeah, it's just
yeah, like yeah, that is always going to be a boiling pot
mm-mm,
because yeah,
yeah.
it's you know that you've heard the story of the frog and the scorpion.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, the scorpion will always sting. So that's why India would always have to be well prepared, which it is kind
Mm-mm.
of looking at, and that is why like there is so much attempts to. like demonize India, like all the negative propaganda. I don't assume you get to see as much on your feed, but because my account was registered in India, uh, I get like alternative videos of praising India as well
Mm.
as kind of demonizing India. Uh, but base thing is like whether you praise India or especially if you rage bait against India, you're going to get a lot of views because there are so many Indians. Uh, so yeah, that is going to continue. Uh, but I was going to yes, World War III. Yes, I agree. We are already here, and yes, I do think it is about oil, but not like what everybody say. It's about getting more oil. It's not that. It's about trying to preserve the petrodollar. So
Mm.
basically, which countries are being attacked? Russia, Iran, Venezuela. Why? Because they accepted to trade oil outside the petrodollar,
Mm, yeah, it's
and
true, true.
the
Mm.
economics is so wild, because
Yeah.
oil, the oil prices, even though like uh, what's that oil cartel called OPEC kind of controls the oil prices, and they try to keep it as a minimum level, at a level where all the refineries are profitable. If oil prices fall, like the refineries, especially those in the US, which are like the most expensive to run, they become unprofitable and shut down. And if that happens, there is kind of a cascade of events which is not going to be good.
Mm.
And uh, that's why my theory is the whole war going on right now is to prevent oil from getting cheaper. Because look, already China is shifting towards renewables and electric cars. The oil demand from China is reducing a lot,
Mm.
and they are also turning. China itself is turning, even though they are capitalizing on the renewables, they are also at the same time uh, making new bigger coal plants because they do have a lot of coal resource.
Mm.
So
Yes, yes,
that
true.
also kind, as well as they are pushing towards nuclear power generation, that
Mm.
would almost like kill uh, oil demand in China. Plus, new technologies are for electrification, and energy storage is getting better. Uh, now we have sodium ion based batteries, which are
Sodium,
yeah, instead
sodium,
of yeah,
lithium, and
instead of lithium, they are using sodium based. Uh, they have already started uh, producing them. They are not at scale with lithium because they like the production lines haven't been that like
mm,
optimized, but they are getting there, and the batteries are on par, almost on par with lithium. Even though like yeah, the mass to like energy storage is going to be a little less, but sodium ion has its own advantages. It's better for colder climates. It has less risk of thermal runaway. Plus, sodium is much cheaper, and easier to obtain than lithium. So even though like now the prices, like the prices for battery storage is going to reduce a lot. Uh, so overall, oil prices are going to reduce, and everything is being done to stop that from happening. You
Mm.
know, like, and it, at least to me, it makes sense that this theory is partly an explanation of why things are happening. Of course, there are other uh, geopolitical reasons as well as religious reasons behind the wars, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
those are, I think, like secondary.
Mm.
Overall, everything is for
Mm.
because to protect the hegemony of oil. I was like, yeah, I sometimes I doom scroll on YouTube, and they sometimes the algorithm works wonderful. There is this like I just saw a kind of a documentary about methanol, the age of methanol. I think I had mentioned this earlier. Like methanol is such a wonderful fuel. There is already technology that you can use carbon dioxide to convert it into methanol and use that methanol via fuel cells. So you aren't even burning it. It's like producing pure carbon dioxide and water. Uh, so less all the other harmful chemicals, nitrous oxide, sulfur dioxide, uh, hydrogen sulfide, which you get by burning natural gas. Those are avoided. Plus, if there is a spill of methanol, it just evaporates. It's not toxic. Plus, methanol is used for other purposes, mainly production of plastics. Uh,
Mm.
so that is why currently, like the methanol price is kind of high to be using as fuel directly. But again, sorry for the rant.
Yeah, oh my.
But
I guess we have to go
I think
all in
people,
methanol. Yeah, it's time to go
but
all in.
yes, and I had a dream like, you can produce methanol from uh, domestic waste or municipal
Yes.
waste.
Sugar cane, I think I heard.
No, no,
I think it's, I
your
think it's sugar, right? Isn't it? I think it's sugar.
yeah,
But
sugar,
yeah.
sugar, etc. It's different. Like you can use it for ethanol, which is slightly better energy efficiency wise, but um, your garbage that your city garbage, it can be converted into syngas, which is carbon monoxide and hydrogen, and that when reacted with using a catalyst converts to methanol. So you can, and and while doing that you also are able to produce electricity. So you are taking care of your city waste as well as producing energy as well as producing methanol, which can be used for making plastics as well as fuel. So win win win. But yeah, these technologies are kind of being suppressed mainly by subsidies from the government, because currently whatever fuel prices you are paying, these are quite cheap, or at least affordable, mainly because the oil and natural gas industry is heavily subsidized by the governments of whichever country it is related, or extracting oil in, or refining oil in. Uh, Otherwise, oil prices would be crazy high, and yes, the countries would definitely work on having working substitutes for oil. Again, it's a part of the greater conspiracy.
Mm.
Hmm. I have been rambling too much. Uh,
Right.
oh, just one last thing. Before this, we went on a different tangent. I was covering crypto news, which
Yeah.
this channel was kind of made for, and I had already covered this a long time ago, almost a year ago. But 1inch has, I think they have officially activated their Aqua protocol. I
Oh,
did
yeah.
a
I read a bit
uh,
about it, but didn't browse read it all the way. Yeah, I just read a bit. And, yeah. Mm.
so Aqua protocol. Basically, it's it's very difficult to explain in short, but in like you can provide liquidity while still holding the token in your own wallet, and
Mm.
there is the algorithm is a bit complicated, um, and I would say I don't think it is that risky, but uh, yeah, maybe I'll do a different stream. I don't have the energy to.
One inch is under the is it still Ethereum? Right. One
Yeah,
inch. Is still
one
right.
inch. It is.
Ethereum. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is still mainly on
Ethereum.
Ethereum,
Okay. Yeah.
but it all now it is multi-chain.
Yes.
I think it operates on Base and what
Polygon.
the
Yeah. Where's
mm,
Polygon? I think PLC was on Polygon most likely when it first came out. Ethereum and Polygon. Oh, yeah, I think.
yeah, Polygon. I think so. I don't have. Let me. I can't find it. Yeah, but I think it is multi-chain, so it works very
Mm-mm.
well. So, but 1inch is still one of my favorites exchanges. Um, I think it still has the best. At least the last time I checked, which was a long time ago, it did have the best prices for crypto, like trading on Ethereum. I don't know right
Is it
now.
use the limit function? Is it use the limit function?
Yeah, it has limit orders. It has
Limit orders.
leverage trading as well. It which was introduced not too long time ago. But yeah, instant swaps. Yeah, you can do that as well with limit orders. Uh, so yeah, I will do a separate video regarding it. Maybe
Mm.
some sometime next week or maybe this Saturday. Um, because yeah, there is a lot to cover. Plus, like I think we can use it. Like yeah, for hex trading, I think on Ethereum. I don't know whether now because it's a fork. Like Pulse Chain is a fork of Ethereum. I do think 1inch. Like should have its what you call smart contracts on Pulse chain, whether we can use them because they might have updated stuff. But yeah, maybe if we can get the Aqua protocol running on Pulse chain, I do have to look into it. I'm going to use AI for doing that. Let's see. But by the way, did you hear about the big hack by OpenAI? There was, I personally believe it was like marketing. The
Can recap
the
maybe?
so there was a hack. Um, Apparently, one OpenAI's latest model, it was instructed to find bugs in a sandbox, but it broke out of the sandbox and it hacked Hugging Face, which is like one of the biggest like website for hosting models, and not exactly, but like, um,
I think I
it
heard of. I think I heard, but
yeah. So
how about, yeah. But anyway, Hugging Face, the yeah. I mean, it's, yeah, man. No, probably get hacked is probably good for society anyway. Yeah.
yeah, but and like after that they announced that like my suspicion is like high because after hugging after the hack, instead of Hugging Face suing OpenAI, like they have decided to partner with OpenAI to work on security issues. Like,
Hmm.
and
Sounds
the thing
suspicious.
is, like that is what is the most fishy thing to me. Like, why not? Like, why not sue? Like, you can definitely get more compensation uh, because hey, OpenAI, one of the company with the deepest pockets, and it's trying to avoid the most lawsuits possible
No, no.
because of its IPO.
I think for Hugging Face, the company is that, instead of suing them, doing a collaboration with Open is much more better. I mean, they can leverage on the on OpenAI technology to, to do something for your website. You can do some
Look,
crazy stuff
but
with it.
the
Yeah.
thing is, like when you look at everything, OpenAI doesn't really have a competitive advantage. Like there is the meme of the like AI model cycle. Like OpenAI launches the biggest, best model after a few weeks. Anthropic launches its biggest, best model after a few weeks. Google launches its best model. Then uh, it's DeepSeek, and the cycle continues. Once again, OpenAI launches its best model. So there isn't really a big advantage to partnering with OpenAI. And frankly, at a base level, I have compared like I look, benchmarks are like manipulatable. You have to use the model and check the vibes. I would say, like how it feels while acting. And personally, I am very biased towards Quen because I get the best vibes from it. And worst is OpenAI, though I use a free version that comes on Windows, which is Copilot. I think that is the worst of the bunch. And it's not just for the coding, like in general, chat wise, like I think like Quen, for me it feels more natural. After that, like Google is the second best according to me, and after that there are other things like Grok. I haven't tried anything much. There is of course our my favorite browser, which is Brave AI. Oh, sorry, Brave browser, and it has its own Brave AI called Leo, which I rarely use because I use Google on that. But yeah, best example, like I asked, uh, there is this old anime which I remembered from my childhood and I wanted to rewatch it, called Dot Hack Sign. Uh,
Never heard about it.
oh, it's a very,
When you say
it's not
childhood, how
that
old are you? When you say childhood, how old was it? Yeah, I mean, like, how old are
I,
you?
uh, right now, I just let me check when it was 2002 or something. Let me check. It's first. So it's a whole series, like I think it's 2000. Mm, Let me bing that for you. Uh, yeah, 2002. First episode is from 2002. It has
2000.
like three series. Like it's a long series. Like so, I was looking for the kind of what is the right order, because it has multiple seasons and multiple what you call OVA. What is it? Original video animations. So, what would be the right order to look at it, watch it? So, only Quen gave me the most recommended order, which I got from other anime websites. Like, the first series is 26 episodes. After that, there are two other OVAs, but they are like considered episodes of the same series instead of separate titles.
Mm.
So Quen gave me that answer, whereas other ones consider them as separate episodes. Plus, after that there is a kind of alternative version which has four episodes. So only Quen told me you can watch the those four episodes as alternating with the last four episodes of the series. Like watch 24, then the first OVA. It's kind of complicated, but that's the thing. So OpenAI, I think, is currently the worst among the top models. Grok, I don't think anybody uses for anything other than
No, 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 I don't use it.
fact checking
No.
people on X, or
Mm.
trying to. I don't think Grok allows you to generate those images on X anymore. But that was a thing for a long time. I don't. So that's why. And I think somewhere in an interview, like Elon himself fumbled the ball that yeah, we need to work a lot more on Grok. Like we might have to redesign it from scratch. So yeah, that's another issue. And another example, like they are selling their compute capacity to their own competitor, which is Anthropic. So doesn't really look good for Grok. But
For me, it's like anything that Elon Musk make, and he screwed up. I'll be happy for it because that guy he is, you know, uh,
uh,
he's
hey,
sometimes
you are
he
player rating.
huh?
You are just jealous because he is so rich and
No, so
no, I'm
he is.
kidding.
Yeah.
I share the same feeling.
I'm not being I mean, even if he's rich, I mean, most of the money is in stocks, assets, and God knows what. And what is he? I mean, he's like his the view of Mars is gone, SpaceX and everything and that. Yeah, and of course, and I do not know why he must get into politics, and now his Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Yeah, nobody knows what's going on with it. I think he's out of it also. He was best friend with Trump. Now he's like Trump's is like avoiding him at the plague. I do not know why. Yeah, it's
Like,
just so messy and stupid anyway. Yeah. Mm.
yeah. So that's the thing. Like he thought, look, uh, as far as Trump himself is concerned, we have a slogan in India in Hindi, which is like ऐसा कोई सगा नहीं जिसको ट्रम्प ने ठगा नहीं, which means there isn't a single person who hasn't been conned by Trump. Uh, and I think like Elon also is like that, but he supported Trump. And what did Trump do? He uh, took away the subsidies on electric cars, which was one of the biggest profit for Tesla.
Yes. Yeah, it's true.
Uh,
yeah, I don't know.
the,
Yeah,
so
Trump wants to support Elon Musk, but then he also have to support the petrol dollar oil industry and everything. So, and there, what am I going to know?
but yeah, so uh, now, but this thing is getting at crazy levels, and I think I've talked about it a little while ago that this AI, everybody compares this AI bubble to the dot-com bubble, but
Yes. Yeah.
I think this is much worse and it has more parallels with. I found the official term for it. It was called the Panic of 1873, which is a railway bubble where like everybody was investing in railway lines until one company from Philadelphia, I think it was James something, which kind of went bankrupt, and there was a huge cascade. But there is like more parallels to that because it was basically a what you call a showcase or classical case of mergers and acquisition, like and what do the people who do like eh, what now people realize private equity does in general, that is buy up companies with debt, then push that debt on the company they have bought and strip that company of all its assets. That's what was happening. Plus, to facilitate that, they had a lot of changes in laws, which we are seeing in happening for AI. And but to be a bit more positive, like after that AI or the panic of 1873 happened, uh, it only like the it was called the long depression, not the great depression, the long depression. uh, and it only lasted for 5 years, and the economic devastation that occurred at that time, something to be studied. uh, uh, but so even if the AI bubble pops, which I assume, like already mentioned, it will pop when AI or OpenAI IPO occurs, which was supposed to happen this year, but they have pushed it to next year because currently they are not able to get their uh, wanted evaluation of $1 trillion. So maybe 27 would be the case. But to bring it back to crypto, 2028, no, yeah, 2028, we'll have a Bitcoin halving. So all those kind of planets are aligning. So we might be on a uh, very good trajectory. So for those who are still in crypto, uh, just same advice that I give every time: DCA, and don't invest what you cannot lose. Uh, So that's it. And by the way,
Yeah.
the past week was kind of great for Hex, especially,
Mm.
which
Yeah. Oh.
was I just saw it yesterday. That yeah, we had almost a 50% candle on. Just
Eh?
I'm trying to
Oh.
on the Hex chart. Yeah, even today is it's up around 18%. So 18% in the past 24 hours. The chart looks something we can be worth sharing on screen. Let me just bring that up. So yeah, the chart looks good. Oh, uh, we are on the log scale. So when was this? I think last week was 19th July, which is my birthday to today, up 72% in the past 8 9 days. Oh, good for whoever bought in on my birthday. Uh, on the weekly chart, I think looks much more positive. Let me see if I can put some my favorite indicators here. Okay, yeah, I can't use it on the, but again, it looks it's about to break out. We don't know. Uh, and what other indicators? My favorite, MACD. MACD. See, MACD is also positive. I don't want to jinx it, so I'm going to stop share. Oh, did I?
It went up.
Yeah, I stopped sharing. Uh, did you see the chart or
I'm looking at the chart now in CoinGecko. I
no?
can see
No,
it.
no.
That,
Uh,
huh?
uh, uh,
No, I didn't
uh,
saw
uh,
in your. I didn't
uh,
saw on
uh,
your screen. Yeah, yeah. But I was checking CoinGecko when I don't see the chart you're talking about. Yeah, I can see that.
uh,
I can see the
how
prices are going up. Yeah. So, yep, like what you say, don't jinx it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I let me share it on. So here's the chart. Not using log, the MACD
Mm-hmm.
is looking positive, and we still have a lot of room to go higher.
Mm-hmm.
So
What's the occasion? I mean, there has to be something happen when prices go up. I guess. Yeah.
one of the reasons I think some old hex influencers I already see are again making videos, uh,
Mm.
namely Crypto Coffee and
Mm-hmm.
a Wild SJ. Like she didn't stop making videos, but yeah, I the other one, yeah, I'm not going to mention his name, but you know,
The
those who
nose is
know,
it?
know.
The nose.
Yes,
Those who knows now. Okay, knows.
yes, those who know
Yeah.
knows. uh, so yeah, but on let's see, on a monthly basis, it should look kind of bigger, but
Mm,
we have to accept the fact
mm.
this is December 2024 to current minus 97.3%.
What about
So
Hexo? I mean, Hexo is not Hexologist is not making videos anymore, right? Hexologist. I mean, on and off. I check
no,
his channel is not. No, nothing is from there.
no, I think he had mentioned he was working on his own business of some kind. So I assume he's busy. Plus
Yeah.
he has like four kids. So I don't
Oh,
think he has
4 kids is tough,
time.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think he has time to be streaming.
Mm.
But I think he does tweet out once in a while. So that's good. So I think he's doing well. So yeah. But overall, once again, I am about to end this live stream.
Mm.
So final thoughts,
Ah,
Ahmed.
final thoughts. Well, I don't know how to say, but I guess now is if you talk about crypto with all this thing, I think we just have to for the halving, for the Bitcoin halving. Yeah. So just keep, whatever coins you're holding, just hold it. Yeah. If you want to DCA, DCA and everything. Yep. Mm.
Yeah. So and w- like we have seen in the chart right now, uh, 3 months of uh, negative pricing vanished in a week. So that's the power of crypto, and no other asset has that kind of uh, gain potential. So that's why I love trading in crypto, and overall, crypto is booming. It, uh, just ignore all the influencers who are doom posting about crypto. It's not going anywhere. Bitcoin is not going to zero. And all those influencers who told you not to buy Bitcoin in 2020 should be like mocked at and laughed at, because even if you bought it in 2020, if you bought Bitcoin, it's still up uh, almost 6x.
Mm.
And there are no stocks that have done a similar thing, exception of Nvidia, provided you bought it a long time back. So that's one thing. Yeah, so I will probably do I am thinking whether I should do a pre-recorded video. Like it would be much better. Like I can work on sound and better visuals, etc. Covering the uh, Aqua protocol. So I'll think about it. If not this week, then I'll see you guys next week. Sorry, I can't play the outro because of copyright issues. And so, good night,
Okay. Good
good
night to
good
you also.
afternoon, good day,
Yeah.
wherever you are. Bye bye.
Take care, George. Bye.